Should I do like an explanation of like what you just did?
Yeah! Where can I be in it?
Yeah.
Wait, should I like be in it when you start or should I just come in?
I'll bring you.
She'd be like, come on out here, Lexi.
You know what? Okay. I'm just gonna. This is Lexi. That's Zoe, aka Zoe. And what?
You're struggling so much to say our names.
Whatever. Okay. The only reason why I'm showing this is because Lexi literally just prom-posed me essentially for like our little off-brand prom that we have here at Pratt.
Right, I know.
And look at this. Look at this shit. Okay, you can see I kind of like tea, right? She gave me this. Oh my god, it's out of focus. Holy fuck.
What a shame.
She gave me this needle drop mug, and she's the best and deserves your love and support, even though she'll probably never
love my fans, love my trucks,
anything on
love
this
my
website. And also, we got these classy flowers in this camelback water bottle.
College is great.
So yeah, they walked in on me when I was like trying to start this video. So today we're gonna be talking about the new Young Fathers record, Cocoa Sugar. And before we get into this, I just wanted to say right off the bat, I've never listened to Young Fathers before, so I'm not really familiar with how their sound has progressed as a group, but they're a Scottish trio, and from what I have heard, this record is kind of a culmination of a bunch of sounds that they've experimented with in the past, all being brought together into one record. No matter how you personally feel about this record, you can't really deny that they definitely have a very unique mesh of different sounds with influences from genres like synth-pop and neo-soul, indie-tronica, gospel, and hip-hop. There's a soulful but also kind of strange and jittery, unsettling feeling to a lot of these tracks. There's definitely a very beautiful mix of cultures being put on display here as well, and the vocals are nearly perfect. I love pretty much every vocal performance on this record. Lyrically, it's definitely very philosophical and abstract, and it's hard to put your finger on exactly what a lot of these tracks are about, but it definitely leaves room for drawing your own interpretations out of it, and still you can definitely tell that a lot of the songs here are political in nature. See How is a pretty decent introduction track with dancing synths and a very deep, deafening bass and kind of a scratching sound that lingers throughout the entire thing. V5 has this very jittery bass and distressing pianos and chanting, and the lyrics here are strangely menacing. In my view, strung out bass and wailing synth and breathy, passionate vocals, as well as the slow build-up, is a moment that I wish kind of manifested itself into more of the tracks here, because while the experiments here going on sonically are very enjoyable, a lot of the times they feel a little bit flat and one note and would have benefited from some sort of crescendo. Wow is a good example of this. There's a cloud of distortion and these loose synths kind of flowing through it, but it just feels a little too one note to satisfy me, and unfortunately there are a good amount of tracks on this album that have that effect. Another thing that I noticed is that actually the bass line on Turn is like nearly exactly the bass line on Ghost Rider by Suicide, and the kind of piano lead on Lord is very reminiscent of like something on Perfume Genius's No Shape. Sounds a lot like Other Side. Still though, Turn is very sonically different, and I still think it pays off well as a song, and Lord's kind of layered choral vocals that build up alongside each other are definitely very compelling and feel very gospel inspired. Tremolo is one of the most mellow moments of the entire record, and the chorus is just too sticky to deny, and I love the fact that around the midway point it kind of switches up and becomes very nocturnal with an ambient synth flowing through it. Holy Ghost has some of the most dynamic and vivid vocal performances of the entire record, and it also has my favorite chorus of the entire record, hands down. Picking You is definitely a very gorgeous outro to the album with the droning bass and the very dynamic percussion and beautiful vocals that build up that I wish more songs had sounded like. Wire is kind of a strange change of pace that I don't really know if I enjoy. I can't really decide it with the racing bass and the drums and the kind of synth lead that feels just a little bit almost out of place in this album. It just feels a little bit too aggressive and peppy to fit in alongside the other songs. It's kind of awkward moments like this that take away from the record to me, and this whole thing is kind of a lot to swallow. There are a lot of sonic experiments going on. It's pretty loose, and there are no songs that I necessarily individually want to come back to on this record. I think you need to listen to it in full to get what it's kind of trying to convey, but that also means that there aren't many songs that feel satisfying at the end of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Please subscribe, it would mean everything to me, and thank you so much for watching this review.